What's up, y'all? We back at it, and we got the spoilers for the JJK chapter 14. And amen. I just want everyone to be in peace, man, because it's crazy how it's only been 14 chapters, and I care for both sides, the aliens and the humans. I want them all to be able to coexist. And where the hell is Yuji at? We need Yuji now, man. Can't nobody beat the board. I'm just going off the truth, man. I don't think no one can stop this guy, man. You got it where they're talking about like, yo, nukes aren't even enough to hurt this guy. This guy can survive a nuke. Like what? But yo, let's get into these spoilers, man. It seemed like this is a dialogue heavy chapter. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't have any translations. These are spoilers. And of course, you know what I'm saying? I still got that strike. So I don't want to put no images on the screen outside of the thumbnail. So hopefully you guys understand. Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell. I will definitely appreciate it. But it seems as if people are starting to notice that something's off about Yuka. They're saying like, yo, her skin looks very pale. You know, they're showing her in the mirror. And that's why she looks so different at the end of the last chapter. And it's because she's handling that disease. Now, I've seen a bit of, translation for this chapter. And it seems as if she may have made some type of binding vow to, you know what I'm saying, increase the speed of her sickness in order to have more strength to face off against the board. At least that's what I thought. Think I've seen some of the people post far as the translations. And if that's the case, man, oh man, Yuka. But you got it where they jump to Maru, and you see that Maru is thinking about, you know, how their parents, they were killed over that stone. I don't know if y'all remember a couple chapters ago. I think it was chapter 7 when we first got the flashback. Chapter 7 or chapter 8. And we found out that their parents were taken out because they were holding this stone that they deem, special. And you got it where he's having a flashback thinking about him and Cross, and how they were holding a stone that I guess that they found in a cave, or it might even be the same stone their parents died over. And you got it where Maru crushes that stone and says it's nothing more than a stone. And he starts stomping on it after he crushes it. And you got Cross looking at him like, yo, bro, what are you doing? Like, and you could see that, to him, he's like, yo, it wasn't worth his parents losing their life over. And it's a sad thing. It's a sad thing. And then it also jumps back to the time where Deborah faced off against the man they seen as a father figure, and how, I don't know if you guys remember how Maru tried to run towards Deborah because he wanted his payback. He wanted to save the man that raised him or get some revenge for him. And you had it where Cross stopped him from running that way, telling him, yo, that's foolish. If you run towards this guy, he will finish you off. And then they also show that, this one guy and like kind of shadowed out, and he has a mysterious smile on him. And I wonder if he's up to something. I believe it's the guy that Cross beat when he was a kid. I really got to learn that dude's name. I know it ends with an IS. I can't remember the first two letters. I should have put it up on the screen before I did the video. My apologies, man. I be slipping. It's early in the morning. But anyway, you got it where Maru is thinking about all these things while it looks like he's sitting in the hallway of some random building. And while that's going on, you got Tsurugi. He's walking up as well to Cross, and he's looking at the ship, or at least thinking about the ship. And I'm assuming it's because the ship is able to run off of, curse energy, But you got it where he's approaching, Maru. They start to have a conversation, and the scene to just this panel, the spoiler panel, just look a little intense. It looks as if, your boy Tsurugi has this look in his eyes, this look like shit about to go down. And I imagine he's aware of the battle that his sister is about to partake in. And you got it where they're conversating between one another. And you see that your boy Maru, he actually has a blade on his side. Like, he got a blade on his waist. And I want to say this is the first time I ever seen him with this weapon, with this sword. And it looks like a blade, but in the middle it's a hole, like it's a slit down the middle of it. From what I can see, the design of it looks kind of crazy. But you have it where these guys are having a conversation. Both of them look angry as they're speaking amongst themselves. And now that everyone knows that his race has a third eye, why is Maru still wearing that patch? Unless he's been going out hanging around other humans, why is he still wearing a patch? Man, take that shit off. You know what I'm saying? But then again, it's a way for us to determine whether or not, he's Cross or Maru. But at the same time, I want to know, what's going on with Cross. Is he dead? Is he not dead? Like, they still haven't gave us any hints. They might, once we get the translations for this, again, make sure you read the official chapter when it drops. But you got it where they're talking amongst themselves, and you got it where both of them are bigger brothers and they want to protect their little sibling. So you got it where, Tsurugi is pretty much saying he wants to protect his sister from death. They don't really say whether or not, well, I haven't seen any hints or not to whether or not he knows about her condition. And then you got it where Maru wants to also protect Cross. But you have it where your boy Tsurugi draws his sword and he begins to take it out of sheath. And then you have the same thing happening with Maru. He's walking towards Cross as he grabs his sword and removes it from his sheath. And it's just like, yo, what the hell is going on? Are these two about to clash? And then you got this amazing panel. And this is the spoiler panel. I can imagine how the official panel is going to look for this, where your boy, you have it where your boy Tsurugi pulls out his sword, and his sword like makes sparks and stuff and turn into flames because it's some type of cursed weapon with flames. But you got it where the fire is engulfing his blade as he's removing it from the sheath. He's like got that anger look in his face, like he's ready for battle. He's ready to fight. Now I'm curious, is this a battle to prevent his sister from going through the battle with, with Deborah, or is this a fight to find out information about the ship and how it's able to utilize curse energy? But that's something I don't think they should mess with, because that will lead to the world trying to use people as energy sources to power their machines and stuff. So I don't think they should try to find out that information unless it can help save the sister life, unless that's the only way. But anyway, you got it where he pulls his sword from his sheath, the flames are coming around, and then you got it where your boy Maru is looking at Tsurugi as a plane is flying over him, and he pulls out his sword and he's screaming. Now I'm curious if this is a sword, a cursed tool weapon, or if this is just a regular blade. I'm really curious. They don't really tell us, but if it is a cursed tool where it has an ability, similar to how Tsurugi's sword is able to make flames, I wonder what its power will be. And then you also see it where Maru, he removes the patch from his forehead about damn time, and you see that he has all his eyes open. Oh man, he about to be like on some demon time like he was when he was facing off against the old man. If he lose control, it might be a wrap for your boy Tsurugi. Then again, it might be a chance for us to see Rika again. Rika might show up. Who knows? But, this is all the spoilers we got from right now. If we get some translations, I might do a chapter review earlier than usual. But I imagine we probably won't get the translations until tomorrow. But keep your eyes open and be ready, be prepared for that. But hopefully you guys liked this video. If you did, thumb it up, please subscribe, hit that bell, and I appreciate it. Also, make sure you take the time out to read the official chapter when it comes out. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.